He got hired on, and then I think he had to take care of some stuff back home.
Okay.
So he took a bit of a break, and then he's just recently
I mean,
come
regardless,
back.
I think if he's only just made full officer, I don't want to kick the LSPD FTOs in the teeth and be like, okay, he's full officer, let's steal him. I'd say give him a bit of
Yeah,
time to brew. Get him, make sure he's comfortable, and I'd say give him like, I don't know, a few weeks at least before we consider bringing him
yeah, I
on.
can get that feedback to him. He
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
verbatim he doesn't want a pink chase, which I thought was a pretty green flag.
Yeah.
But I do agree that he probably needs a little more time in the oven. The only other thing we haven't mentioned yet is that there were a couple of
Command
senior
reports.
reports.
Yeah, senior in command reports.
He was joking around with Oxby a little bit, and it kind of got taken the wrong way, or maybe like the vibes were just off. But um, him and Oxby go way back, but Oxby was like helping a citizen out with something, and Zach came up and started like jokingly giving him shit. So
Yeah,
he does
didn't
have
read
some
the
senior
room
reports,
properly.
but yeah, it's just a reading of the room
Yeah,
thing.
so I think if we give him a few more weeks and there's, no other issues that arise,
Yeah.
I think we could definitely move on him. So
I agree. And then as for the other two, uh, do the phone and bank subpoenas for those guys. 30 days.
Yep.
Getting to sign off on something so we get consent.
Yeah, we did that with Hobbler.
Great, sorted. Okay, yeah, just do that with those guys. Green light if you guys trust them. Then let's get him onboarded and shit like that. So let's do those subpoenas and shit first. Get them over my way. I'll give them a look over and I'll give you the green light. All right.
Sounds good.
sounds good.
All right. Good
Appreciate
shit.
the review. Thank you.
Damn, things are going well. Oh my god, Huntley's Junior's gonna scream at me for doing this. Let's hope the mayor doesn't see. Yeah, they're being autonomous, which is fantastic. Oh, as for the McNaughty thing, I need to, obviously I've been on LOA, so I haven't done it, but I'm gonna work on, as soon as we get the SOPs down for just basic martial SOPs and the patrol unit, which won't take me long. I'll probably get it done the next couple of days. Give it to the other marshals to green light, and then once that's done, we can get McNaughty over. As Doc Winchester Dark, I've literally been on Dark for like 2.5 hours today. And I haven't been RPing for like 2 weeks. So, not yet. But based on potentially what we might have been hearing, potentially he might reach out. Don't forget TJ. Yeah, TJ was the damn treasurer, man. That was a whole spice. That was before Dark was a anything. I think that was just a dispatcher at the time. That was when yeah, he was he got shot by, it was Chang Gang, right? And what's his name? Solomon? What's his name? Solomon Walker? Solomon Walker was also there and knew about it happening and then didn't tell him. Didn't tell anybody. That was some crazy RP, man. What's gonna say? What's he on about? Who? I'm here now. Oh. Door's not locking. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, you came in behind me.
Yeah, I was literally on my way out.
Right,
So yeah,
what's up?
those two,
Who's
the
the
bell
people?
tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the bell tower lady, she apparently told both Flores and Peters that she had been relentlessly trying to get a hold of a marshal, and I am around, I'd say 10 to 12 hours a day, and I have my reservations that this person was legitimately trying to get into contact with the marshal. I don't know how she was somehow able to get in contact with Flores and Peters. That was, I don't know. Yeah, I've never heard of her before as well. That's why I was I had my reservations about that one. James McAllister, I heard Hobbler's thoughts on the interview. He said that he thinks that they are just another patrol cop who wants to transfer over. Obviously, if we're going to do the patrol division, maybe that's somebody we're looking for, but they wouldn't be people who I would recommend. Like, I wouldn't put my name behind a recommendation for them, if that makes sense.
Well, was it the right name? I know one of them was just. Is James McAllister the one that's just been promoted to a full officer? Is that the same one?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, I said about that guy. I said to put him on, just let him cook in PD for a bit. There was another. There was an.
Flores just called me and told me that you greenlit him getting.
There was two names. There was but I don't. There's two. There was two. Other than Belltail, that I don't remember what their names were.
He told me James McAllister and Dakota Belltower were the two individuals.
Okay, then James wasn't that guy. Then he was not the one that's just been promoted. I think you might be getting confused with the other one, who is what you said, which sounded like
No, there was two. There was three. There was actually three.
There was three total,
yeah. Who I think fit the bill of people who are just trying to transfer over here for, they want to do patrol stuff, which, like I said, if we are trying to do that, that's fine. One of them literally said in there, Zachary Harris in his interviews, the first words he said to me were, "I like to drive fast cars."
Oh, that's the guy that I said put him on, leave him in the PD for a bit. Yeah.
He as well. I don't think I would not put my name behind a recommendation for him. Would not put my name in a recommendation for McAllister. Would not put my name for a recommendation between the bell tower. I don't know her. Like I said, I was very.
Her name rings a bell.
Was...
I can't remember her, but she was a cop like before the collapse. Supposedly, her name does ring a bell. I just don't remember. I mean, is she got a picture? I don't have a picture.
I just think we need to, my personal opinion on people who I would hire are people who I think would fit the bill of people who I believe will be active and doing the things that we need state marshals doing, like impeaching justices and, going after people who are being corrupt and, maybe these the long form investigations as well. But a lot of what I was hearing from the people who interviewed was not that, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, well, listen, they're not like fully hired or anything. They've still got to go through the whole background check and stuff. So if we need to reconsider, we can. That's no problem.
Yeah, that's just my thoughts on them. I want to make sure my thoughts on that was clear. Hobbler, without me saying anything, I heard Hobbler's thoughts on them. He sat in on the interviews and he echoed what I just said.
How's Hobbler doing?
So you've got the reports there. That's another thing I wanted to bring up. I got on Mike Blunt and Harold Hobbler. They have been fantastic. I don't know if you've seen the stuff that they've been doing in the state marshal reports. You go ahead and look in the state marshal reports. They've been doing quite a bit of work. One one thing Mike Blunt has for you is we are working on. He is a bar certified attorney. We are working on a list of state marshal legislative objectives. That's something that he wants you to look at. Things that so we've been on the legislative defensive, Dark. You know,
I agree, yeah.
we've been letting everybody else write this legislation for us. What I believe is we need to be the ones drafting the legislation that decides who we can literally write into legislation that the interim director will be promoted to the acting director, you know, to the director, and will be for after that the process will take forth that's written in legislation.
Yeah, but who's going to submit it for us? That's the issue.
Mike Blunt, he's a bar certified attorney.
Oh, they have added that thing, haven't they?
Yeah. So we can have Mike Blunt write this up, which he is more than happy to do. We can submit this to the Los Angeles County Mayor. If he declines it, it will then go to a public vote, which I believe, you know, I've got a pretty good chance there, Dark, of getting this passed in a public vote.
You think we could get our propaganda machine going?
Yes, I do. I absolutely do. So I think we've got a, you know, solid way to move forward here. As well as I have gotten every single one of, barring just like a few, 1 or 2 or 3. I've got all of the vehicles in my name ready to transfer over to you.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw your little report. It's very nice. It's like a little bullet point list. It's beautiful. Okay.
Yeah. And I pissed off the mayor's office and I pissed
Not
off
that I
the
care,
mayor's
but-
office, and I pissed off the DOJ by there was a whole fucking shipment of SMGs and shotguns. This is gonna be so long for me to explain to you all this, so please forgive me. But
No.
SMGs,
Give me a debrief. Okay,
I can't. There's so much.
brief.
We'll have to M. Night Shyamalan back onto that. I can't. I literally can't.
Oh,
But
my
anyway,
God.
the SMGs and shotguns delivered to the PD armory by Darkstone. Okay. When that happened, obviously, you know, faceless resistance, we cordoned off corridors that made it very clear that we were securing the area, and we, you know, got the shipment from point A to point B successfully, you know, with a little bit of resistance. And then Sean Danielson and Junior Huntley come down here being very disrespectful, talking about, you need to tell us what the fuck's going on, what the fuck is this, what the fuck is that, what the fuck are you doing? And I was just like, I'm not gonna sit here. Like, I was basically like, I'm not gonna be disrespected by them for no reason. So I was just like, you two have a good day, and I just turned around and walked away.
Good. What was their complaint?
That we did not tell them that we deployed an APC, which I was like, that's nowhere do
Wait,
we have
fuck
to
off,
let
yeah?
you know that. Yeah, basically it was like, okay, well, boo hoo, I don't care.
Anything else?
Doc Masters fired, obviously.
About that,
that. Gates came into the office with their set of keys. I tried to get them back from her.
Shit.
Yeah. The Danielson has been 3 months not responding to something on the docket. We're looking at ACR for that as well. So what we are doing is giving them, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but we're giving them this. Like,
I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
well, it's right there on the desk for you. Go ahead and grab that. That's going to be a notice of our intent to, you know, I don't know if that's the Gates one or the Danielson one. Is it the Gates one or the Danielson? Should say two.
Let's have a look. This is Danielson.
Okay,
What's
yeah,
this dirty ass paper? This coffee stain paper. Have you not got anything better?
Like, what do you mean? That's in my folder. So just grabbed it out of the.
No,
Listen,
but the
you buy
paper.
you buy this, okay? I'm buying whatever. I'm using whatever's in the office, okay? Whatever you supply.
I haven't
that's what
bought
I'm
paper
using,
in
Dark.
months, man. I haven't bought paper in months.
And now look what's happened to it, okay? So if you want to get a new shipment of folders, and that's paper, okay? The folder's nice, I guess, but the paper, I don't know. That's the parchment. That's the stationery we have.
This
okay?
is fantastic.
Yeah, so we're gonna give them that with 72 hours to, yeah.
I like this. Yeah.
Yep. And then same thing for Gates. We are going to deliver to, and we're going to have the news there when we deliver this to them.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to call the news. We're going to have them there recording us delivering them this folder that says you've been served.
I like it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I basically said the same thing. Is as long as it's a trespassing warning, then good. I like it.
Yeah, we want the key. We want the keys back, and it's a trespassing warning. If you trespass into our building again, you will be under arrest.
Yeah. I think that needs to be to the whole of the DOJ, though. Let's be honest.
Where it says notice that we want our keys back so they don't keep using the door.
Yeah, but I'm gonna bet if any of them do it, we need to write a letter to the DOJ saying you're all trespassed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yes, it is to all of the DOJ. It is not to a specific individual.
That's
yeah, the
good.
letter is to the entirety of the DOJ, and we believe serving a single justice is serving the DOJ.
Okay, as long as it's addressed to
Elizabeth
Gates and the DOJ, yeah.
Well, it's not even addressed to, it just lays out what happened with Gates, and it is addressed to the entirety of the DOJ.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
And trust me, I've been looking for qualified candidates that I think would fit the bill. The people who have applied, you might think I believe I am being very, very picky on purpose.
That's okay. That's good there. We do have McNulty waiting in the wings, but that's on me really. Because now that I'm back off LOA, you guys seem to be pretty autonomous, so I'm gonna make sure that the SOPs are one done and up to date and physical.
Oh, I would be more than happy to help with those too. If you need help with those.
And then included in that will be a draft for the patrol division, whatever we end up calling it. And then so before we bring anybody on for that, I'm gonna make sure that you guys see it, green light it. You guys really bigging you and Flores. I mean, maybe Peters because he's got. I mean, everybody really should have eyes on it just so they can point out anything because the more eyes, the better. Any potential problems, right? But as long as it's greenlit by the majority, then we'll get that greenlit, and then we can start bringing only very good people on for that patrol, and then people within the marshals who want to do that kind of stuff can do it. I think you had the idea for the certification, right? It'd probably be something like that.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Yeah,
I think it'll be under like certifications like APC and sniper and things like that. So
I think making sure they can do the marshal stuff first as a prerequisite, and then as a patrol cert is something you work your way to.
Yes.
So that way we don't just have a bunch of people who just want to show up only to patrol and think they don't have to do any marshal work.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. Okay. Sorted. I got kind of not hounded, but that's what Peters wanted to talk to me this morning about this whole ADMC shit. Who out of us is looking at that yet, if anybody?
So I'll tell you what, my assessment of that situation is that is a local county issue. I don't see how that's our problem. I truly don't understand how that's a state marshal issue. That seems like an internal PD issue. Yeah,
I think the main thing from my POV is, at least from what I've been told, is if there was any malice or forethought going into the destruction of those things, then there can be there's potential criminal charges there, right?
For vandalism, I guess, which is technically a citation. It's a citation. It's not even.
Regardless,
it's not. There's no time.
There's no time. Yeah, but regardless, that's my angle. And then Peters is kind of. I think he spoke to me about it because he thinks that there needs to be. He's saying that he is biased because of the way Brian spoke to Miller about it. And then I guess Brian is very up in arms about it. And so I guess
there's a whole thing with Brian as well about sorry to cut you off, but he did another thing where he, I guess, pressured people in the DOC to release a lifer's phone to them, even though the DOC didn't know or didn't want to release the phone. It wasn't like it was a whole thing. They basically said, if you don't release this to us, we're going to charge you with felony obstruction.
That's not good.
Yep. Yeah.
That's really bad.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. Yeah.
That's like saying if you don't. Oh no, ignore my analogy. But if they really wanted that, they should have got a search warrant. If the DOC has every right to say no, and then the PD would have had a search warrant. That would be it.
Yep.
Listen, this Brian Knight he's in Sanguine, he sent an EMS into a
Yeah, I've heard
active
about that.
shootout
Yeah.
with a bomb. Yeah, he's not a good guy, and don't expect anything from him.
Oh, trust me, I've had nothing but bad. So the
And he
patrol
killed my
stuff.
son.
I don't
But,
know
you
if
know,
you
I won't bring
saw,
that
but
up.
the
I don't want to trauma
whole
dump it.
issue with Flores and patrolling, and then I don't know if he told you that Frost and Knight came down and they were complaining about him attaching to calls when I guess there was. He says that there wasn't people responding and that he asked if they needed 77, to which they said yes, I guess, and they say that that didn't happen and that he just attached and that he was taking the spot of local county patrol, which is just a taste of the stuff that's going to happen with this patrol division. I think if I was going to handle this, how I would do it is I would draft up SOPs in a way that I think we want, right? And then I would, because I have great respect for the chief, I would go to him and I would say, is there any problems you have with this? And I would try and see if there's any compromise.
On that. Yeah, I think we need
Yeah,
we need to have the thumbs up from the police department before we go ahead with anything. We don't
I
want to
don't know.
like
I don't know
ambush
about a
them.
thumbs up. I don't know about a thumbs up. Okay, I think
it's
we don't
more
need
of a
to.
headshot, right? Than a thumbs up.
I don't even know about a heads up. I think there can be compromise if they have a serious issues with something in there that we understand could be an issue. Then I could see why we would want to work with them on those things. So I don't think. But also, if they're like, well, no, you guys can't drive interceptors. You can't do this. You can't do that. Well, we're gonna say, well, that's tough. You're just gonna have to deal with.
I don't think we're gonna get anything from that from the chief. I don't know about Frost. But yeah.
I just think there's some things that we might be willing to work with them on, and some other things that they're probably just gonna have to deal with.
Yep, I agree completely. Yeah. All right. Sorted.
Let's see. Is there anything else I need
I
to
got
tell you?
shown
Oh yeah.
a newspaper. This is fantastic.
Oh yeah. I've been leaking to the newspaper, but I have not been leaking.
That's not leaking. If it's
it's after the fact and it's old information that doesn't.
Listen,
it's not actionable.
Exactly.
And I've been putting
this up before. You can't leak your own case. That's not how leaking works.
I mean, also it's after the fact, and I'm not giving them information about stuff in the future. It's all stuff that's like over and done.
Yeah, that's kind of how the news works. You know, you learn about things, and then you tell the people about them because they happened already. And getting some public eyes on this is good. We need people to call shit in, right?
Yeah, I wish I had some of the books up. Oh, actually, I do. They're right here.
Here's one I made earlier.
Oh, I only got one. This was the one that I gave them about the shipment of SMGs and shotguns that the PD got. Apparently, they already know about it though.
What do you mean the PD got? Why don't we get them?
I'm up and yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, we need to get some of that. I might.
Listen, I've told this Darkstone guy like 6 times.
No, hold on. It's
our
fine.
Armory.
I can just speak with the chief, and I'll have a chat with the chief.
Oh, that's another thing I got to tell you about. That's another thing. So I talked to the chief. Hobbler and Mike Blunt got PD keys on accident because I didn't have the ability to give keys at the time.
Okay, I saw that.
And I went to the chief. No. So I realized after the fact that that actually fixes a lot of issues for us if we can get PD keys.
You mean on top of marshal keys?
Yes. Because then we can, that fixes us not being able to impound and not being able to go grab a shotgun or an SMG.
You have to re-sign on.
Yeah, but that's a minor issue, okay? And at least it fixes some of the issues. It's like a Band-Aid that we can at least have. I talked to the chief. He said he agrees that would be something that makes sense, but he's gonna get back to me because he probably has to clear that with some people. So
sure, okay, all right.
So I did do something to try and get that shit fixed.
Okay. I'll follow up on some stuff as well. But in terms of the SMGs and shotgun, I'll have a chat to the chief and maybe because I'm happy for those to be approved for us to use.
Of course.
So I will have a chat with him and maybe he can just bulk buy them for us. And whenever we might need them, for example, or I can get like 15 of them from him. And
of course.
And
Of
we can just be
course,
like,
yeah.
you know, these are registered, but like you still have to register them in your name, even though they've got the chief's state ID. You know what I
Of
mean?
course, yeah. We thought about that, and that's like the last case. So it's like the worst case scenario. I thought, I'd much rather try any other way to get it. If we could get keys and we go in there and grab them ourselves, that'd be better.
Mhm.
But if that's the only way that it has to happen, it's the only way that it can happen.
Yeah.
I guess Flores tried to get a requisition form for them, like he did with the EMS pants, and we'll see if that pans out too.
Okay. All right. Okay, sorted. I haven't got a lot of time today, so we won't catch up about like case things because I think I'd rather dedicate some more time to that in terms of faces.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff
why.
like
That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't dive deep into that shipment
Yes,
because there's so much, and there's more happening next week, and there's so much.
Good.
And I'm sure I have more things that I didn't tell you that I need to tell you. Yeah. But yeah, if you have any legislative objectives, jot them down in that report for Mike Blunt. You could go ahead and look at Hobbler and Mike Blunt's work. They've been doing good work. They are ready to push this shit to the court, to the docket against these justices.
So they're getting hand delivered and pushed on the docket, right?
Yeah, well, they're gonna get hand delivered. Then 72 hours later, if they don't, do what they're supposed to, then it gets pushed to the docket.
I see. Okay. All right. Perfect. Yes. So yeah. I mean, are they both? What shift are they?
Mike Blunt is going to be primarily shift 3, but he
Okay.
can come around anytime. And Hobbler is around usually shift 2 into shift 3. Sometimes he's around like right now.
Okay. All right.
He's like my shift pretty much, except a little bit later too.
Sure. All right. Sure. It's honestly, I'm super happy with what you guys have been doing. It sounds like things have been running pretty smooth, and for the most part, anyway. Other than the thin skin.
Yeah, we pissing people off, but that's our
Yeah.
job. I'm out here pissing people off, but I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to do my goddamn job, and that's gonna be
Exactly.
pissing people off a lot of the time.
Yeah. It looks like
I never heard. Why didn't you leak? Is what I got from them. Why didn't you leak? Sorry.
from Danger. Yeah. I really don't understand that whole thing. Why would we let them into a secret operation?
Especially the
transport?
mayor. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, maybe if they had, started our relationship off differently, other than telling me to do my fucking job in that room, it might be different. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff that I need to get on my to-do list. But you gonna be around tomorrow?
I should be. Yeah. I mean, I'll be around every day.
I'll be around tomorrow until a little bit earlier, actually. But I'll catch up with you tomorrow, and I'll try and come around nice and early.
All right. Sounds good. I'll see you
All
then.
right. Good shit, Gunner. I'm gonna bed.
All right. Adios. Have a good night.
You too. Yeah, I've got to end a little bit early today because I've got some IRL, more tax paperwork, boring stuff to do, and I want to make sure I've got the time to do it tonight. And then tomorrow, I'm ending a little bit earlier than now because I'm going out with my parents. But yeah, honestly, Marshall's up good, man. Marshall's up good. It makes me happy. But I will be back tomorrow, nice and early, probably with Dark straight away, so we can get a lot of shit done. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. I appreciate you all. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.